Today's video is sponsored by Thumb. Now, Foom is not a vape. I am so sick and tired of people slandering this product. Okay, yes, it's a little gay bit of wood, but it's not a vape. It's not a vape. Calm. We're gonna be calm now. Sorry, it gets to me. It really fucking gets to me. Honestly, they try hard to dupe nicotine addicts into a slightly less extortionate habit, and this is the fucking thanks they get. No, I still haven't recovered from Mr. Beast being a billionaire. That's not fair. There's lots of lovely flavours. Oh, dear viewer, you've got lemon and wall socket. Oh my god, did I tell you about lemon and wall socket? It might be my favourite flavour yet. That is what I would say if I've tried it. I haven't, but it's in the ad read. So, ooh, lemon and wall socket. Sign me up. Go to my promo code. Enter Apologist _.
Go to foom.com and enter my promo code.
That is Apologist _. There may be a 1 in there, but
1 Apologist _1. Please help me. I'm stuck in the fucking ad read. I can't get out. I'm stuck in a fucking ad read. Help! I don't want to advertise Foom anymore.
You told them we weren't a vape, correct?
Yeah, I told them. Please, I'll do anything. Please let me out of this fucking ad read.
Alright, geezers. Big Man Earth Apologist back with another terrific Slop video. And in today's Breaking Truths, you won't believe it, dear viewer, we've got a David Lynch update. I know, I thought he was dead. The legendary filmmaker David Lynch was Nylone's neighbour. One day last year before he died, she asked him for his thoughts on AI, and supposedly the dead director had some vaguely pro-AI sentiments. People are terribly upset, dear viewer. Oh, they're shaking, they're pissing, they're shitting themselves in anger. They can't believe the man who did that one film that one time would have an opinion they disagree with. It's the end days. They're rocking back and forth. They can't even watch Twin Peaks. They can't watch Blue Velvet anymore. It's not the same. I personally could not give a fuck what David Lynch's opinions on AI were. He's dead, and I'm alive. So, you know, who's the great fucking director now, Mr. Lynch? Yeah? Huh? I've got a, last I checked, sometimes beating heart, and you're in the ground, mate. So, once again, Earth Apologist outlives a great, I then become the great. That's how it works. Surely. The more great people I outlive, the stronger I become. I think that's how it works. That should be how it works. How many of these old fuckers am I going to outlive? Because I feel they're at a disadvantage. I've got a feeling I'm going to outlive them all. I've got a feeling, dear viewer, I'm going to outlive every last one of you fuckers. So, no, why do I care? Can anyone explain why I should give a fuck what some dead old fucker's opinion on AI was? Past tense, because he is a dead man. Why do you care, right? He made a film you once liked, I guess. He made a TV show you enjoyed. He had an obscure music career you kind of gelled with. Who gives a fuck? Why do I care? Great. David Lynch had an opinion. Do you know who else had an opinion? Mussolini. Mussolini had opinions. In other truths, the king of rodents himself, Asman Mould, has found himself in some hot water recently Well, there's a first time for everything. No, I mean it. Get that man in a fucking bath. And he has caught the disgust of the internet once again for openly, I imagine proudly, admitting he has not worn deodorant since he was 14, citing the fact he's not fat. So I'll just let that sink in. I'll just let that stench permeate for a moment. Yeah, and if you were wondering, dear viewer, if you do have critical faculties and you ask yourself the question, what is the calibre of the sort of people that actually listen to this absolute rodent of a man? Exhibit A, Your Honour. Yeah, they are unchallengingly comparing him to Diogenes, who, for those not in the loop, I believe lived in a barrel. The issue, of course, with this comparison is Asmund Mold's beliefs are just as rancid as his living conditions. So, Diogenes, I don't think so. Maybe like a mentally deranged vagrant that lives under a bridge. You know, maybe like some sort of weird vagabond that you would see round a, one of those hobo fires. I can imagine him being one of those quote-unquote philosophers. But no, comparing him to, was Diogenes Greek? Yeah, comparing him to one of the Greek philosophers, no, they're not smart people. This is the issue. I'm not sure who's more like mentally unhinged, Asmund Mold or his followers. Comment below. Who would win, and again, I don't know the PC term, please forgive me, dear viewer, who would win a spaz-off between him and his viewers? Also, comment below, who do you think has the worst hygiene? In other truths and the headline you fuck muppets have clicked on this video for, Daniel Hardcastle, real name the NerdCubed, has been scammed out of almost £40,000. Now usually I would see this headline and I would dance with glee, because as I've previously discussed, dear viewer, idiots getting scammed is a joyous occasion. It is. Fools being parted with their money is a net good for the world. Okay, there are people with more money than sense, and I think we have a moral obligation to make that no longer the case. That's what I would say. However, I have a personal fondness for Mr. Hardcastle, because when I was nothing but a young girl, dear viewer, 13 years of age, I remember very fondly watching this man's content. And again, last honest man on this awful fucking website. No, it really is despicable, this website that I am on by my own volition. I can't hide my biases. I can't. The same thing happens with Mutahar. I don't like the fact he's hanging around with register evaders and register evader adjacents. I don't like the right-wing chudlets he buddies up with, but ultimately I can't help but love the man. I was an early comer to his channel, and I think deep down he's a decent bloke. Same story here. I am not going to celebrate Daniel Hardcastle having 40 grand's worth of his audience's money being essentially robbed. That was money earmarked for him. Fans of his purchasing his book through this publisher, and none of that money has seen its way to him, and none of those books have seen their way to the paying customers. I am not going to make light of that. I'm not going to trivialise that, because simply put, dear viewer, I have a sentimental fondness for NerdCubed and the videos I grew up watching, so I can't bring myself to do it. Okay, again, honest. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people, they have biases, they have angles, they have narratives they're trying to fucking thread, and they will not tell you that. They'll play hide the lady. Oh, I'm objective. I'm just commenting on the news. No, you're fucking not. Be honest. I have a bias. I like this guy because I grew up watching his content and I think it's sad. Okay, I'm going to be reverent for one time and one time only. I think it's really sad, it's really unfortunate that he's put his heart and soul, and bless him, he was fighting back the tears in this video. It's a hard watch. You know, I like to think of myself as heterosexual. I get uncomfortable watching grown men fight back tears live on webcam. All right, that's not my kink. That's not my fetish. That does not turn me on. I did not like to see that. And it's really unfortunate because he really did put a lot of effort into this book. And, you know, he had an audience. He had 40 grand's worth of an audience wanting to buy this book, support him, read it. Because he's been, you know, he's essentially been taking a bit of a U-turn out of the video game Slop Let's Play era and into the world of writing. You know, he wants to get into writing more. And this is a real blow to the geezer. It wouldn't surprise me if he takes some time out after this whole situation's resolved. Because, you know, I wouldn't want to be writing books after my fingers got burnt like this. Personally, I just don't know why he didn't self-publish. Right, lots of people self-publish. He is objectively a lot bigger than a lot of people who self-publish. He has 40 grand's worth of an audience willing to support him in self-publishing. So I don't understand why, I mean this in the nicest way possible, why didn't Dan Hardcastle go fund himself? Right? Why didn't he just think, just go fund yourself, mate? Because he was shopping around for a publisher. And no one wanted to touch this book. They treated it like it was hot, like it was a stolen good. I'm not going near that, mate. That's contraband. I cannot publish that. No, they did. They were acting like it was radio fucking active. I haven't read the book. I'm sure it's adequately mediocre. You know, I'm being nice. I'm being cordial. For biases, I have a bias. I can't hide it. But I don't know why he didn't self-publish. He has the means to self-publish. And fair enough, he doesn't have the audience he used to. He has 2.5 million subscribers. Let's say 500,000 of those are active. Of that 500,000, let's say 100k are like actually active. And of that, let's say 50k of that 100k would be willing to support him in this venture. But I don't know why he couldn't do that. Because that's what I'd do. If these artless pedants didn't want to publish my book, I would publish it myself. But no, Daniel Hardcastle, that is his real name. He's fallen on hard times because the book he made is making no money, and the people that purchased the book are not receiving it. And this isn't just unique to him. I'm talking about him because it's relevant to me. Classic Earth Apologist fashion. I talk about things that affect me. And in some small way, this does affect me. I hadn't thought about this geezer in a decade. And then all of a sudden it came flooding back. Yes, Daniel Hardcastle. How could I forget? Daniel Hardcastle. Octodad Let's Play Part 8. Released in, I don't know, July of 2014. How could I possibly forget this man? And you know, it's upsetting. It is. But he's not the only person. I think it was over 300 authors have been scammed through this fake publishing company. And they are lawyering up as we speak. It wouldn't surprise me if they never see a penny of this back. I'll be honest. These aren't the moves of a first-time rodeo scamster. All right, I know scammers. I know what scumbags look like. All right, I know how they operate, and this is not their first rodeo. I have no doubt about that, dear viewer. These are not the big moves a first-time scammer would make. So no doubt they know the loopholes. No doubt they've already lawyered up. No doubt there's something written in the small print that gets them out of this mess. So to Mr. Hardcastle, to all of these other, book wankers, no offence, do not be surprised if these scumbags find a way out. Because the thing about scumbags, dear viewer, we are slippery creatures. Okay, we are. Because we're willing to break the rules. We're willing to work around the rules. We're willing to find, chinks in the armour. We're willing to find ways to abuse the system. And we get quite creative with it. In other truths, we have a presidential catfight on our hands, dear viewer. Idiot's thinking man and Captain Anti-Riz himself, Elon Musk, has declared war on Trump and the Red Hats. And, this is a sort of drama I've been wanting. Because I've long bemoaned, dear viewer, I'm sure you remember, Trump isn't as entertaining as he used to be. Right? I miss old Trump. Chop up the soul, Trump. Set on his goals, Trump. Grab him by the pussy, Trump. He's not as funny as he used to be. And I've always made it very clear. I do not come at this politically, morally, ethically. I want entertainment. America is car crash TV for me. I tune in because I want to be entertained. America could burn to the fucking ground for all I care. All I ask is you make the embers flicker while it does. And finally, dear viewer, the embers are flickering. Because this is not going to end well for Mr. Musk. He's the world's richest man, and yet everyone knows he's a fucking loser. He is. He's a dweeb. He's an awkward, boring, anti-charismatic dweeb. And you shouldn't be able to so effortlessly look down at the elite. And yet here we are. Here we are. This is going to end about as well for him as it did for Ron DeSantis. Remember that? Oh, fuck me. Out of the start gates, Trump accused him of being a paedophile. That's what we're dealing with here. This is terrible news. Is Ron DeSantis wearing toddlers like gloves? This is very concerning. No, he just came out of the start gates. This is the man you're dealing with, Mr. Musk, and you should have learnt the first time he took you to task. This is not going to end well for you. The whole world hates you. No one likes Elon Musk. I knew from day one he was a charlatan. He was an idiot. He, more hot air than a fucking blimp. I knew from day one this bloke was... I wouldn't call him a snake oil salesman. That's too good a phrase for him. He's a octopus milk purveyor. That's what Elon Musk is. And the world sees him for what he is. And this is only going to alienate him from the people of this planet more. Because let's face it, he's not from this world. He comes from the planet Borg or whatever. And I can't wait. I cannot wait for Trump to tear this niche-eyed little dickhead apart. It's going to be glorious. Because at least Trump is entertaining. At least Trump, some of the times, is legitimately funny. And this is going to be funny, dear viewer. Oh, I promise you, this will be entertaining. Finally, we have ratings gold from Trump Series 2. Because I was worried it was going to be really boring and a little bit dark and a little bit scary. This is what we need more of. We need more melodrama, please and thank you. So, as previously stated, I've got front row seats to this. I can't wait, dear viewer. And Trump came out in response and said he's disappointed in Musk. Oh, the President of the United States is doing the disappointed father at you. You can't recover. You are done. You've been in the oven for 50 minutes. You're fucking done, mate. The microwave's beeping up a storm behind you. You are fucking done. All right, the air fryer is caught on fire. You are done. Oh, you cooked. You are cooked. And I hear Elon, you've heard about this, I'm sure you know about this. Elon is claiming he has a bigger bill than me. Let me tell you this. He has the girth, but I have the length. No one's got a bill bigger than me. Everybody says this. Everybody knows this. I've got the biggest bill, in my opinion, ever. And this is in regards to big bills of all time. All time. This is the big thing. And people are saying now, lots of people have started saying, you've heard this, Elon Musk is a gay loser. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard it from a lot of people, a lot of really smart cookies. They are saying Elon is a gay loser. That's what they're calling him. Gay boy Musk, gay little loser Musk, and he's a loser, and he's a big gay little loser boy. Gay loser Musk. And he's gay, and he's a loser. He's a loser, and he's probably quite gay, and he's not as rich as me. That is fake news. Another breaking truths alert. Elon Musk, the idiot's thinking man, has called for the impeachment of Donald J. Trump. And he has casually, in a turn of events I did not see coming, casually dropped the fact that Trump is in the Epstein logs. Now, oh, dear viewer, I told you this would be entertaining. Oh, this is going to be good. They are going to tear each other apart. I didn't think Musk had it in him. But this is a man with everything to lose and simultaneously nothing to fucking lose. So this is going to be interesting. He's in his divorced dad era. He's in his divorced dad dodging child support era. This man, he may have claws in him yet. He may have a fight in him that I did not predict. This is going to be fun, dear viewer. And I kind of do like that Elon Musk is playing up as like the villain here. If the world hates me, I'll give him someone to fucking hate. That's what I like. Who knows? Maybe he develops a personality. Fuck me. This year, I tell you. What next? Alright, I'm going to do the next bit all off the cuff, all fluid. Let's get it one and done. Because I know dear Dum Dum Cord, if he has escaped whatever institution he's being held at, he enjoys my more rambly sort of, I don't know, free-form videos. And I'm trying to please everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to appease you, dear viewer. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll like/dislike, comment and subscribe. And give me some yummy engagement. And from engagement, dear viewer, money. Lots and lots of money. Maybe I can scam 40 grand out of you, view piglets. In other truths, this one's worrying. This one concerns me a little bit. Kanye West has collected the 7 mythical Dragon Balls to revive Adolf Hitler. Now, of course, I believe it's historical fact. Adolf Hitler only had 1 Dragon Ball. So I'm not sure where Kanye West got the other 6. In other truths, oh God, speaking of me being heterosexual, not liking to see other men make a fool of themselves, I mean presented without comment. No, listen, I don't go to the insecure, slop commentary, misogynophobe right wing. I don't. I think women are wonderful. I think they're lovely. In the very first video on the first channel, if you remember, dear viewer, all the way back then, I said I love women. I'm a great fan of women. If I had it my way, I would have all the world's women in my mouth. I said that then, I say it now, and I fucking mean it, dear viewer. I'm a big fan of women, but this is simping. Okay, this is too far. It's one thing to treat women like human beings. I don't, because I don't treat people like human beings. I treat people like objects, or if they're lucky enough, appliances. But you should treat women like human beings, okay? You should do that. This is too far. This is too far in the other direction. This is why you have to be a centrist, dear viewer. This Ned Flanders individual, oh God, do you think if he sends enough money, he can sit in the corner and watch. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks to Adam 21. Where is your self-respect? For the love of all that's sods. Really? She's never going to sleep with you because, dear viewer, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Women aren't attracted to men they do not respect. This woman does not respect this. I refuse to use the M word. I am not going to use the M word with the hard n. Alright, I can't bring myself. This individual, no respect whatsoever. Treat women nicely, make women feel special, and best believe you will reap the rewards. But this goes too far. Okay, if you are giving pretty ladies on the internet money, get the fuck off this channel. Alright, no. Alright, I can deal with... Okay, that's not a fair comment. I am a fairly intolerant, horrible little man. But I can deal with some groups of people. Yeah? Fine. Trans people? Fine. Gay people? Love them. Brilliant. Liberals? Fine. I may even invite a skinhead in if I desperately need the engagement. This is too far though. I do not tolerate Dutch bastards. I do not tolerate cyclists. I do not tolerate pathetic men. And, get him off my screen. Get him off my fucking screen. No. Like, fine, I'm a liberal, live how you please. If you want to be publicly humiliated, I guess that's your right. But don't expose me to it. Don't expose me to this. I do not want to see you publicly flagellate yourself. Because it gets you off. Alright, I'm not involved. I do not consent. When does this become a consent issue? Right, if you're into public humiliation, that's what gets you off. And I'm exposed to you in some sort of sexual act, when does that become an issue of my consent being violated? Now, I'm not calling this little pipsqueak a rapist. Believe me, he doesn't have it in him. But it's on the borderline. This is on the borderline of rape behaviour. This is red alert. All right, we're getting there. On the Geiger scale, on the Richter scale, it's getting there. Because I do not consent to being witness to this. No, adjectives are too good for. Alright, we're just going to leave a blank space there. Oh, dear viewer. Listen, I'm very much me, everyone else. Okay? That's my mindset. But I do get weirdly. I don't know. I get weirdly brotherly or fatherly when I see individuals doing this. Individuals of the harsher sex doing things like this. It's... I can't. It actually annoys me. No woman finds that attractive. No woman finds that charming. I am a womanologist. I am a lady whisperer. I know what women like. I know what women want. It's me, by the way. It's always me. But this is... I need fresh air. Was cool to hang out with you, bro. Tonight is the night Zoloft wins. He looks like a Smiths fan, doesn't he? Comment below. What kind of music does this absolute Frederick listen to? No. It's honestly, no, you can say it's hyperbole. Hyperbole. I don't care. I am correct on this. You should not be acting this way in public. This is clearly a kink for you. You cannot be this overtly pathetic with no self-awareness. This is a kink. And I see it much akin to the people who go out in public on their hands and knees dressed in leather gimp costumes of a fucking dog. It's the same thing to me. You are a degenerate. You need to go back in the closet. Alright? The people that wear the latex dog costumes need to go back in the fucking closet. Bring back shame. And this fucker, I feel the same way about. Who raised you to act this way? No. I have a phobia to weakness, dear viewer. I can't help it. I'm weak phobic. Alright? Maybe me and Andrew Tate can team up at some point. We're weak phobic people. And I can't tolerate it. In other truths, massive outrage from the terminally online right wing, you know, the people who go on and on about how outraged everyone else is over, I don't know, an alleged casting suggestion of a trans woman playing Zelda. Now, to be completely transparent, no pun intended, I'm completely against this casting choice. I think it's a fucking disaster. For one very obvious reason, I can't believe no one's brought this up. Zelda is the little green fella with the funny hat. This woman looks nothing like Zelda. Honestly, this is woke madness and it's gone too far. Zelda is a little elf boy. He's a little elf boy and he's got a sword and he's got a magic flute and he goes back in time. No, tell me with a straight face she looks anything like the little fella. So no, I'm against this casting choice. No, it is. I like to think of myself as pretty fucking liberal, pretty fucking open-minded, dear viewer, but this is too far. You know, first Anne Boleyn gets played by a black lady. Now we've got the little elf boy being played by a woman. It doesn't make sense. This is clown world shit. And I saw it coming from a mile off. Do you remember the first DEI woke hire when they got Andy Kaufman to be played by a man about as funny as a child cancer patient? No, I knew right then and there, Jim Carrey he's an omen. He's a bad fucking omen. This is where it ends up, and I'm upset. I'm outraged. I will probably make 17 videos on this, holding back the tears, with a backdrop of just hundreds and thousands of little action figures. Yeah, that's the direction this channel's going in, dear viewer. I'll be bemoaning brown people in cartoons next. Just you wait.
You know what I like, Nintendo? At Nintendo, when I'm sitting in my comfy, cosy chair, German fashion model fiance, I'm ready to watch this new The Legend of Zelda movie, IMAX, I imagine, maybe Blu-ray, and I turn it on. With all of that laid out, no, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm putting my phone down. With all of that laid out, I boot up the film, expecting to see my favourite little elf boy in the whole wide world, and he's slashing, he's doing his little sword dance, he's playing his magic flute, he's going in the past, he's going in the future, and they try and fucking current day us with this modern hippy dippy Idaho, Minnesota, North Dakota fucking bullshit, fucking trans woman in my fucking elf boy movie. Honestly, do you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah? Well, you can't. Fucking trans woman playing little elf boy in my fucking video game. Immersion. Fun. Make-believe. Falling in love. Fucking pronouns. No, fuck that. I'm anti-noun. I'm a fucking adverb. I'm fucking outraged. Oh, Majora's Mask. Ocarina of Time. Trans woman in my fucking elf boy game. We'll make a movie where he wears his little green hat and has a go at bushes. Oh, he starts stabbing the bushes with his little sword and he's a fucking woman. Fucking Californian shit, because that's all we fucking know anymore, dear viewer. He wears his little green tunic and he's got little leggings on, and now he's got fucking breasts. They make the little elf boy a fucking woman. This is all I have. This is all my little video game with fucking elf. Nintendo Japanese Game Company. Fuck you having a nice time, having a nice night in. Fuck you falling in love. Yeah. Oh, the first rain of spring. Isn't it good to be alive? Modern day fucking trans woman in my fucking Elf Boy movie. They took all of our immersion, all of our little things, all of our little vulnerabilities. They took all of it. And they made the little elf boy. They made the little elf boy a woman. It's not fair. I try hard. I just put on a little movie. Get lost in the world. Little elf boy saving the day. And he's got breasts now. He's got breasts now. That's not fair. In other truths, and closing this video, I believe, yeah, it's another one of these, isn't it, where it's lots of different sequences. I promise I will do a fluid, one and done recording next time. Okay, that is my promise to you, dear viewer. All, I don't know, 4 of you on a good day. Fuck me. No, honestly. Even Dum Dum Call doesn't show up anymore. Oh God, I think they've really locked him down. He's in the cage. They put Dum Dum Cord in the cage. He's never getting out. You know, in like those psychiatric hospitals where it's like a cage in a big hallway, and he's on one of those fucking gurneys with that little muzzle. He's got a muzzle on. He's being visited by Clarice. Oh, no, that is how I see Dum Dum Cord. A ruthless, cannibalistic murderer who has a weird fascination with me. That is how I see him. I'm a little bit scared of him, frankly. He does, you know, I'm going to admit, he freaks me out. That guy freaks me out a little bit. Keep alienating the 2 or 3 people who bother to turn up. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, no, yes, the truths. The closing truth is SML. I'm as out of the loop on this as you are, dear viewer. Has been demonetized. This is an adult that plays with puppets and the children are not happy. Okay, that's the headline. The children are not happy that this grown man that plays with puppets of Mario and Luigi Mangione and the CEO for United Health. Like, they're not happy that this man is being so ruthlessly demonetized by our benevolent corporate overlords. They're not happy about it. They've been protesting with picket signs outside of YouTube's comment section. They are not happy. And maybe, if they're good boys and girls, their mothers will, I don't know, throw a 50 pence into the tip jar for this SML individual, because his audience aren't old enough to actually have PayPals themselves. So, unfortunately, they can't help out in this instance. So, you know, weird synchronicity there. We had a story where 40 grand's worth of audience money is being pissed down the sink, and now we have an audience that doesn't have any money, desperate for the person they look up to have money. But no, I think it was a little bit on the nose. I think it was the United Health CEO assassination. You know, reenactment with puppets and dolls. I think that was a little on the nose, frankly. I don't think YouTube cared for that. They saw that, I thought, fucking hell, this is not advertiser friendly. We can't do this. Listen, we love the puppets. We love watching a grown man play with Super Mario and Princess Daisy. She's my favourite. Yeah, she's my favourite. I do like Princess Daisy. You know, Little Dry Skeleton Man and Waluigi and all of these lovely, lovely cretins. We love you playing with these toys, but, you know, the reenactment of an assassination, that's too far, all right? And he used the actual Luigi doll, and, oh, it was a fucking disaster, dear viewer. It really was a fucking disaster. But, no, the kids aren't happy. To quote The Who immortally, the kids are alright. They're not. That's a spoiler. They're not alright. They are far from alright. They are handling this poorly.
So do comment below. What do you think about a grown man that plays with dolls? Am I being a cyberbully? Do comment below. Maybe you can talk me down. Maybe you can teach me functional empathy. Maybe you can teach me to not be such a cruel, cold-hearted sociopath. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. I'm quite high up on that ledge, and I kind of enjoy being here. So, you know. What you can do, however, dear viewer, is like/dislike, comment, and subscribe. It's all engagement. And if you do feel like, I don't know, enriching me somewhat, you can give me money. Okay, you can't give this geezer money, because, well, their audience doesn't have PayPal. I bet you have PayPal, dear viewer. Yeah? Read between the lines. I can be bought and paid for. Okay? I can. I will absolutely slut myself out for money. I am both the pimp and the whore in this situation, so do comment below. I have no shame, and I will weaponise that shamelessness. So like/dislike. And live from New York is SML. Woo!